Hiya, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you my philodendron collection for 2020, which is not a lot. Some of you probably know that I'm not a philodendron girl, so half of these plants that I'm going to show you were given to me by my planty friends here in YouTube, and the rest was purchased by myself, mainly out of curiosity, and one of them was an impulse buy. So anyway, I want to share my philodendron collection for 2020 so I can look back later to see the difference between now and then. So yeah, without further ado, please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to help my channel grow. Get your tea ready and let's get into this video. First up, meet my mycans. This was my very first philodendron. I bought this because I see this a lot in Instagram. It was so trendy that I had to get it to see what the fuss was about. I bought a cutting because it was too expensive to buy a full plant. I think it still is. Anyway, this one trailing here is the cutting that I bought. It has been slowly growing in the low light conditions. I remember hanging this plant in my north facing window sill and it was growing fast, but I moved it here mainly just for my YouTube background. But it is doing great, I think, despite the low light condition. As you can see, it's slowly trailing. And then these 5 leaves was cuttings that I got from my niece all the way from the Netherlands. There's supposed to be 6 here, but one didn't make it. But the rest are doing okay. I just can't wait for this plant to thrive. I wish I could put a grow light here so they would grow faster, but there is nowhere to plug it in, so that's a bummer. Next, my Brazil. This one, I really love the foliage. That's why I purchased this. It was a rooted cutting when I bought it. And I really love the yellow and green coloration of the leaves. I think they're so pretty. The leaves are like succulent to touch as they are quite thick. This is growing in my plant room and it's so happy here. This was receiving a medium light most of the time and it was doing well. But now it's sitting in front of my south facing window sill and it couldn't be happier. However, I find this plant slow growing despite it is receiving decent light. But I just love this plant so much and I don't have a single problem with this at all. It is a pretty top plant for me. My next was given to me by my friend, just Myra, one of my fellow plant tubers here. She kindly gifted this to me. She's so sweet. At first, when I received this, I'm not totally in love with this plant at all. I love textured leaves. However, it's growing on me. The coloration of the leaves is turning into this beautiful silvery bluish color. I love it so much. It's stunning. I mean, how? I find this plant so magical and I'm in love with this plant now, especially as it is thriving. Next year, I'm going to transfer this into bigger pot and put a pole in it so it's growing nicely. If you don't have this plant yet, I highly recommend it because this plant is just magical. And when this plant is matured, it transforms into big leaves commonly known as silver sword. Next is my pearl marks. I got this from another fellow plant tubers, Lisa from Lisa's Green Leaves. Hello, Lisa. So she kindly sent me a few plants, so generous because she didn't just give me a cutting. It was more like a full plant. I couldn't believe it. And I will admit this plant lost so many leaves. It was acclimating, especially as it traveled across the pond along the way from America to Scotland for almost 3 weeks. And of course, it was in the box for a long period of time. So expectedly, this plant is adjusting, but it didn't take long to adjust. For me, this plant has sentimental value, even if I'm not so keen on the foliage. It's the amount of effort and generosity of my friend that I treasure a lot. That's why I love this plant so much. As you can see, I lost the majority of the old leaves. These are the leaves who are left. These are new leaves. And these matured leaves are on its way out. I think it's because of winter. That's why some of the leaves are dying. However, more shoots are coming in. Just fingers crossed. Alright, next with my philodendron Hope. This was an impulse buy. I bought this because it was pretty cheap for such a big plant, and it was on sale when I got this. I really like the striking shape of the leaves. They grow big, especially when the plant is maturing. That's what I heard. And it is also adding a jungle vibe to my plant room. I can't wait for this plant to grow tall and massive. Saying that, I am thinking of selling this. I am still 50-50 if I will keep this plant forever. But the plant is doing great. It's thriving and I love it. Okay, meet the one and only philodendron that I'm obsessed with. My pink princess. I got this when I did a plant swap with Adele from Lifeaholic. It was in my wish list for 2020. And once again, Adele granted it. It's insane. I don't know how much she paid for this because this plant is so freaking expensive. Even though I'm obsessed with this plant, I would not buy it for myself. I was just going to wait for the price to come down before I could afford it. But I'm not that crazy yet when it comes to rare, expensive plants. I have other priorities than plants, trust me. That's why I'm too frugal when it comes to plants. But anyway, back to Pink Princess. I'm obsessed with this plant. It's mainly because of the pink variegation. It's so stunning. I love it so much. Like I said before, I'm a sucker for pink plants. If you notice the top part was cut, it's because I sent Adele a cutting of this. I just wanted to share it with her because I know this plant is not easy to come by. And like I said, this plant is pricey. So I thought I would share it to her. And this plant is very pretty, guys. Super easy to take care of. Just like my ordinary plant. She is so perfect. Okay, last but not least, my berry cosm that I got from my lovely friend again, none other than Adele from Lifeaholic. Like I said before, she is so generous. I got this as a birthday present. And of all the philodendron I have, this one stands out. The heart-shaped leaves are just divine. And the deep green velvety foliage is just mesmerizing. And yeah, I can stare at this plant forever. I don't mind at all. She is just exquisite. You might have noticed some of the leaves have damage due to the cold season. A cold drop got them and there was a new shoot, but it died. And the top leaf is slightly damaged. I'm hoping these two are going to survive. And the rest I'm going to remove when they are completely dead. Other than that, the plant is surviving. But I now know some philodendrons are sensitive to the cold. Okay, when it comes to taking care of these plants, believe it or not, philodendron plants are pretty easy to take care of. For some reason, they are loving my environment. In fact, I consider them among my neglected plants, meaning I don't pay too much attention to all of this. I only water them when the soil is dry. That's it. No fuss. They are loving the south-facing window in my plant room. It's just the burn marks and berocosm are a little bit sensitive this winter. But aside from that, all these philodendrons are top. Humidity-wise, I don't know the humidity in my plant room. I don't have a hygrometer thermometer here. Maybe it's time to invest in another one, but these plants are doing great in my plant room. And that's it. Let me know your thoughts about my philodendron plants. I know a lot of my friends love philodendron and their collection is insane. How about you guys? Comment below if you have any thoughts about philodendron plants. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for watching. Happy New Year. Bye!